there was this big uproar about people being mad that Game said that he thinks he's the greatest rapper to ever come out of Compton. I'm like, he's supposed to say that,
well,
because he was on Clubhouse and what he said about like, yo, I'm the hardest to ever come out of Compton.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna kind of give you some insight on that, right? Because first thing people gonna think is Kendrick Lamar.
Well, I personally think Kendrick. As from I think Game's right there.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all.
But Game should say that, right?
I'm gonna tell you why he says that. Before it was a Kendrick Lamar, it was a K-Dot, right?
True.
The kid K-Dot, now we go back to the Game 50 situation, was a student of Game's.
No, I don't.
Game took him on tour.
LAX tour.
Anybody knew who he was and all this, right?
The LAX tour was Nipsey, J-Rock, and
fucked up. K-Dot, as humble as he is, he probably would never answer the question, because I really think K-Dot is in a lane of his own, a mountain of his own. You talking two different type of rappers,
Facts.
right? K-Dot is a legend in my book. Is coming out the West Coast, and he's still got a whole lot of life in him.
For sure.
Shout out to TDE, Top Dog, and the whole family over there. But Game is always, he's like you won't catch, you can't get Top Dog to say, I'm a bigger record exec than Suge Knight. And he's moved some numbers, right? Because Suge Knight was a teacher to us all. He's somebody we watched, that we talked to, that we consulted, right? As big as Top Dog is, he won't say that, right? And he got some real stats that he can stand on, right? So when it comes to Game, when he sees Kendrick, no matter how big he get, it's kind of like my son. My son taller than me, getting bigger than me. That's still my son. I'm going to respect him because he's my son. He's a product of me, not to say Game built Kendrick, but he was a vital tool in the growth of Kendrick.
Well, I mean, I remember that. Well,
so
that moment when
is.
On stage when Kendrick officially got passed the torch, when Kendrick cried.
Game didn't have to do that.
That was a big moment,
man.
Man.
Listen, Snoop there, Snoop already, he's an icon.
Of course.
You know, he can rap, don't rap, he's an icon, right? Cube, everybody there. At the time, Game was still grinding.
Yeah.
But Game did that because this is one of his mans, you know what I'm saying? He ain't hating. I want to see you grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's never going to put himself behind Kendrick, and I don't think Kendrick will ever put himself ahead of Game. I think it's really a mutual respect when it comes to the teacher-student thing, to, you know, the big homie, little homie type situation. As if I don't think Kendrick will ever talk down on J-Rock.
Of course not, yeah.
Because he was once J-Rock's hype man. Now, if we look at numbers, we'll say, oh, shit, Kendrick's and J-Rock, right? But without that J-Rock element.
Well, J-Rock is the first guy to kick the whole shit off.
Yeah, without that J-Rock element, right, there wouldn't have been that initial seeding and nurturing of Kendrick Lamar.